Welcome to the Band for Band podcast. My name's Joey.
Hello, I'm Dave.
And we're here today with a band we love, Homestyle Dinner Rolls.
Hey! Hi!
We've got Jake and Danny in the studio. Guys, welcome.
Welcome.
There's no camera, is there?
There's no camera. We just fist bumped each other. But
by the way,
in an audio format like a podcast, you can't really hear our fist interactions, as it were.
Asterisk. Jake fist bumps Danny.
But yeah, we'll have to just put in like narration after
can you
the
do
fact.
that?
Yeah. It'll be like a silent film.
I just did a backflip. you didn't see it, but I just did a triple
Dave,
360 backflip.
How did you do that?
Do you guys see my suitcase full of money?
Whoa, dude, that's like
so
brilliant.
ever.
So today, we want to talk to the band, of course, but we also, the band that Homestyle Dinner Rolls requested to discuss is My Chemical Romance.
Yes.
My Chem,
Yeah.
MCR, a great band that, can I confess something?
Confess away.
I've been like a sleeper MCR fan for a long time.
That's
Did you know that?
what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We might have talked about this before, but I think the first thing I want to hit is, when did all of us encounter this band for the first time? Well, first, let me do a little, so MCR, My Chemical Romance, is a band from New Jersey.
Woo! Joyzy.
And shout out New Jersey. Anyone here from New Jersey?
No.
Forget about it.
They formed, I think, in 2001 in the aftermath of 9/11, which sounds made up, but
Totally
but that's
true.
actually true. They're sort of a power pop, punk, emo band, even though they don't like being called emo.
Yeah.
But they rock. They're one of the great American rock bands of the 21st century.
We could do a whole podcast just on the discourse around what classifies as emo or
We
not
could,
emo,
yeah.
and what that means to everybody. 'Cause
Those are
it's
rough roads to go down.
It's always been like such a vague definition that people hold so dearly, and then I feel like with the rise of social media, it's just spiraled even into different subcultures of what is emo and what is not emo. And
21 Pilots is emo.
That's right. You get pop punk, you get post punk,
Yeah.
emo, just regular old
Post-hardcore,
punk. Yeah, there's-
Screamo. What even is that?
yeah,
It
there's-
rhymes.
But I would argue that Gerard Way is maybe the face of emo culture and music. What do you guys think?
I don't know, honestly.
Maybe popularly, I would say.
Well, it really depends on your definition of emo. Because, like,
Fair.
are you a lot of people who listen to quote unquote emo? Because I think the word stems from emotional hardcore. And, there's the bands like Jawbreaker, American Football, which, like, tonally...
Sunny Day Real Estate.
Sunny Day Real
Yeah.
Estate, not even close to My Chemical Romance. And, like, the quote-unquote emo fans who listen to those bands often don't like being associated with the emo fans who listen to My Chemical Romance and, like, Fall Out Boy and vice versa.
But at the same time, when you think about, like, the scene kids at your high school, all of them were like huge MCR fans.
Absolutely.
It was like the band.
Absolutely. And I feel like My Chemical Romance is a great gateway into just alternative music as a whole, because it feels a little more approachable, and then you can get into those elder emo, if it were, bands.
The elder emos.
The elder emos.
I'm also just a huge fan. This is maybe a little
Have you guys made it to
controversial.
the Elder Emo and Elden Ring yet? It's a really tough boss. I'm stuck on it for months. It's tough.
My faith strength build is not suited for the elder emo. But no, controversial opinion, but honestly, I think I've started to love it when these elder emo hits break through to like the mainstream a little bit, like in common, like today. Like, I love the fact that I wouldn't be surprised if I heard Welcome to the Black Parade, like at a restaurant, like a fast food place, or that I would hear The Killers, at a fast food place, or just any of that kind of stuff. I think we've entered into an interesting era where, the emo is no longer the outcast a little bit. Like, it's almost like everybody's just kind of accepted that there's a little bit of that in them, whatever definition they give it.
I think it's become cool to like give a shit.
Yeah.
And like talk about your emotions and put them into music and like really feel it. Whereas I feel like for a long time, at least me, I was just like, I just got to be cool, and MCR is stupid.
I remember in high school,
Yeah.
because Jake and I, we've been doing Homestyle Dinner Rolls since we were like 15.
How old are you guys?
22.
23.
Jeez.
Wow.
Am I
You
23?
guys are a lot
Yeah.
younger
Wait, am
than I thought.
Am
You're
I
23. You're
Okay.
23.
Whoa! 'Cause
I always
we played
forget.
shows together. Us,
Yeah,
you guys,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
Unit. How many shows do we do? Like 2 or 3?
I think
I
it
don't
was
know.
like
Maybe-
one.
Was it literally
I think
one
it was literally one.
at the Rise?
Something like that.
Mhm.
But
Unit was one of the best bands ever.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
By the way,
Thank you, thank
Good to
you.
hear someone say it finally.
I love Unit.
We should get you guys on this podcast more
Yeah,
often.
seriously.
That's great.
You guys
Hey,
can come
we're
back
in,
anytime.
Favorite guest.
But I remember showing you My Chemical Romance, and at the time you were like,
Like
no.
this sucks.
you were like, that is,
And then
that
you-
is too. You were way too cool for MCR.
I
And
was
then,
like, this
I
sucks.
remember a year or two later, you were wearing a Black Parade pin on your guitar strap, and I was like, "Hey,
Yeah.
you told me that this was for nerds. What's going on?"
Didn't it go? You wanted to cover Vampire Money, and I said,
Yes.
"No, that's stupid." And then
Yes.
I came. Like it was my idea.
Yeah, you were like, "We should
I was
cover
like,
Vampire
"Bro,
Money."
Vampire Money, we should cover that." And you're like, I wanted to do that.
I gotta say, this time, like re-listening and watching the concert, one of the big things
you
that
watch
jumped
the Black
out.
Parade
yes,
Dead?
we
So
both-
good. We both watched the
Isn't
whole
it
thing.
so
Yeah,
It's
good?
amazing.
I love that it was in Mexico too. Mexico, dude, they go hard.
love
for
rock music,
Oh,
yeah.
They're maybe the highest population of rock enthusiasts in the world is Mexico.
So MCR is, and I mean this in a good way, it's like theater kid music.
Yes,
You know?
Yes.
It's-
100%.
That's why I didn't like it.
Yeah, and we'll get more into this later, but it's like, it's so melodramatic and it's like very over the top and it's theatrical and there's costumes and the way he sings is almost operatic sometimes. It's extra. And I feel like there's a level of buying in that you have to do to get down with the music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
You have to be like, this is a little bit corny, but I'm okay with that. You know what I mean?
That's what I was talking
100%.
about. It became cool to give a fuck and like just throw it out there and be
Because
exactly
they're
what you
earnest.
want.
Yeah.
Yes, they make what they want.
Yeah.
It's like I am cringe, but I am free.
Yeah.
Is accepting it. Yeah.
That is
So
MCR.
when was the first time all of you heard MCR? For me, weirdly, it was my dad. When I was like, when I was like 9, he was like, "You got to check this song out," and he put on like Black Parade or Welcome to the Black Parade, and I was like, "This is so cool." So I've been a fan ever since then. Then in high school, the other guys in my high school band were huge MCR fans, and played their stuff for me all the time. So I've been tapped in for a long time.
For me, I think it was 8 or 9, but I'm older than you. I'm 30, fellas.
What?
I know.
Dude,
I know.
you're looking good.
Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, I was 8 or 9. It would have been 2003 or 2004. And I saw the music video for I'm Not Okay.
Oh,
And I was like, this
great
is the
music
sickest
video.
thing I've ever seen.
Great music
Have you
video.
seen it, Joe?
No.
Oh,
It's
You
like
have
a,
to
It's
watch
like a
it.
movie trailer
Oh man.
of like
Yeah.
a summer teenage flick. And I saw it and the song just hit me and I was like, oh, this is incredible. I love it. And so, yeah. And then, so I was a fan already when Black Parade came out and then it just like rocketed up even higher.
And so was your first time hearing the band through Danny?
I bet.
It might
Honestly.
have been, yeah.
And I probably didn't even know what I was listening to.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember sitting down and showing you and our old drummer Aowen, because I was like, I'm telling you, this is the
It's
best
good.
album of all time. I showed you the first 2 songs, The End and Dead off the Black Parade, and I was like, this is great, and it's like rock and roll. I promise, it's not like
I want to guess my reaction.
yeah.
Is probably right. Probably. I thought I was too cool for that shit, but my brother showed it to me too.
Yeah.
And that's when I became dedicated. Like, oh my gosh, I guess I just had to hear it from an elder.
Yeah.
He was like, no, this is good.
I think
like,
it
oh.
does like affect it too with your sibling situation. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I'm the youngest of 4 boys. So my oldest sibling, my oldest brother
I'm the
is
youngest too.
Oh, nice,
Of
man.
3 other kids.
There you go.
Yeah, 4 total.
It's a good it's a good life.
best
It's a
life
rough
ever,
life being
dude.
the young. It's both, yeah. Anyway, so with my oldest brother being 11 years older than me, I was fan of all the post-punk stuff, like just when it was coming out. Like I was going to concerts when I was like 5-6 years old.
Nice.
And my brothers were playing
That's awesome.
in bands and stuff all growing up, and so it's just I was lucky to have a solid rock for good music influence. Joe, on the other hand, oldest had to figure
kid.
it all out on his
Yeah.
own,
I find my own stuff until like high school, and I made music friends who were like, "Hey,
which is also part of the reason I'm a way bigger fan of like pop punk than Joey is.
yeah,
Yeah,
it just
that makes sense.
wasn't my niche,
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Did you already say your age?
Yeah, well,
yeah.
We
I
skipped
think
you, Danny.
Because the first time I encountered my chem, I think it was I think I was like maybe 13 or 14 or something.
Good age to discover.
Right. Oh, it's because I remember it was right when I was starting to enter into that teenage angst. Like I've loved Green Day since I was a kid because my older sibling again showed me the American Idiot album while driving me to swim practice, and I was like, "This is the best. This is the best thing."
I have a love-hate relationship with the American Idiot album. I know that's a hot. I know that's a different different talk for a different time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to arm wrestle?
We'll have to come back and do Green Day. But and then I just remember literally because I knew that my friend Camille. You know her. She
Name
showed
drop.
me her address is.
Y'all know Camille? Yeah.
Yeah, she lives on.
Camille.
But she showed me the Welcome to the Black Parade on like what was like some youth trip for the Mormon church, and I was like, that's so cool and edgy. And I literally went to YouTube and just Googled My Chemical Romance, and the Black Parade is Dead was actually my very first time actually looking into the band.
Nice.
And I just watched that whole concert start to finish, and I was like, this is changing my life.
Mouth
as we
agape.
speak.
Wow.
It was incredible.
Yeah.
So, My Chemical Romance, if you are not in the know, so I think they put out 4 studio albums. Is that right? They
I
have.
think so, yeah.
You brought
And then Weapons.
You gave.
You
brought
me my
bullets,
Wait,
and
I
I
brought you your bullets. I
brought
gave you
me-
my love.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought it was
don't
the
know.
opposite. I gave you my bullets.
that's
You
what it
gave
is.
me you brought
what I
me your
thought.
love.
Second album,
I don't
3
know.
Cheers
I
for
just call
Sweet
it
Revenge.
Yeah.
Third album, Welcome to the Black Parade. Fourth album,
Danger
Days.
Oh.
And then I think that's their last one, right?
Yes, that's a lot. They did a series of EPs called Conventional Weapons,
And they
which is a
did
bunch of singles.
May Death Never Stop You, which was like a greatest hits album.
Yeah.
They've done a couple live things.
Few live albums.
So, if one cool thing about My Chemical Romance is they really embraced the concept album and kind of the concept era, similar to like David Bowie we talked about, who had he was Ziggy Stardust for a while, he was the Thin White Duke for a while.
That guy. Yeah.
And then, but they did the same thing too. My Chemical Romance or Black Parade is kind of a concept album. Danger Days is certainly a concept album. I've heard people say 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge is like a loose concept
It
album.
is totally a
about
because
the
Bullets-
Demolition Lovers.
Yeah, Bullets is also a concept album.
Yeah.
About
3 Cheers for
and
Sweet
because
Revenge.
that album was just about vampires.
Yeah.
Was originally just like they were making a
Which
album about vampires, and then that steered into 3 Cheers and the storyline of that. And it's so cool. I love me a good concept album.
we might as well say this now, but I think the story that Twilight is influenced by My Chemical Romance is actually true. Have you heard that?
Yeah, it's a whole chain thing though, and then
Yeah.
post that is 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah.
Post 50 Shades of Grey is Dakota Johnson becoming famous.
All leads to Madam Web.
And then check this, and then after that, Dakota Johnson was the one that canceled Ellen.
Oh.
So 9/11 canceled Ellen, and then canceling Ellen, I'm
Good.
sure has like other
Probably
butterfly
downstream
effects.
of that, yeah.
Got rid of the ride at Disney World that was Ellen themed.
She had a ride?
She had a ride.
What?
Yeah.
Wait,
So-
Jimmy
the
Fallon had a
Ellen ride.
Universal ride.
Yeah, Ellen had a ride at Disney World.
That
yeah.
doesn't make any sense.
I didn't know that.
Wild. It's like a journey. It was like a journey through time. So there's like comets that come down, and then it's like
And Ellen is like,
you
I
making
have been
this
here
up?
since the dawn of time.
Seriously, it's a wild ride. It's like an accidental journey through time and seeing the dinosaurs getting wiped
What?
out, and it's weird. Yeah, crazy stuff.
How long was the line to get into the Ellen ride? Come on.
When it was shut down, it was probably like a very, very short amount of time.
Yeah, that's a good guess.
Yeah.
So we, in preparation for this episode, we watched there's a concert movie. It's 2 concerts playing in Mexico City and then playing at a small venue in their hometown in New Jersey, and it's like 2 hours. And it's called the Black Parade is Dead, and the idea is this is the last time they're going to play this concept album live. It's
Liars.
like the whole
Finito.
album, start to finish. They're in their Black Parade costumes, like the marching band outfits. Gerard Way is like looking nasty and just pale. He's got that
Beautiful.
thick makeup on, looking beautiful and resplendent.
Resplendent.
So the members of MCR, we can talk about this for a sec. Their main lineup for most of their history was the 4 guys. It was Gerard Way, lead vocals, Mikey Way, his little brother, on bass, Frank Iero, rhythm guitar, and then Ray Toro on lead guitar. You got kind of a Ray Toro thing going on, by the way.
Hey, thank you.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
And then
love
their
him.
drummer, their longest running drummer was Bob Breyer.
Bob Breyer.
At least for that concert, it was Bob. So they very cool band, very tight actually, and I think underrated musicians. Frankie Ayers put out some really good solo stuff.
100%
Gerard Way's put out some good solo stuff too.
It's interesting that Gerard leans towards like pop.
Yeah,
But
totally.
I think it's really good. I think I just eat up whatever he puts out. But yeah, seeing like that live performance and watching them, it's very reminiscent of like Slash even.
Yeah.
You know, like Ray's got the hair, he's got the Les Paul, he's got the Marshall amp, and it's just like I've always been drawn to that.
One thing
it's
I-
very inspired by Slash.
Absolutely. One thing I wanted to bring up was how like classic rock inspired a lot of their stuff sounds, which is weird. You don't think of them, but like you listen to some of the stuff and you're like, this sounds like Van Halen.
A lot of
This
it's
sounds
pulled
like Guns
from,
N'
like,
Roses.
Pink Floyd as well.
They got some like Eagles sounding riffs too, which is weird.
I mean, even
Yeah.
the whole concept of the Black Parade, I don't know if this is confirmed or not, but I always think of it as kind of a dark spin on Sgt. Pepper's and that concept album.
I like that. I don't know
Yeah.
if I have heard that theory.
I don't know.
That's
I don't know
cool.
if that's something that I mean, I'm sure people have talked about that before, but it seems very Sgt. Pepper's inspired.
That's cool.
Right, with the marching band outfits,
Yeah,
of that,
yeah.
and the characters. But
So can you fill us in? What's the story behind Welcome to the Black Parade? What's kind of the
Yes.
concept behind that album?
essentially, it follows a character named the Patient, and he is dying. And the
he's a
Black
patient in a
Parade
hospital.
are kind of
Yes,
like
yes.
this ghostly parade, parading him into the afterlife. And so the album starts with The End and Dead, which is the patient lying on the bed and then he dies. And the Black Parade kind of walks him through reflecting on his life and his fears going into the afterlife and reflecting on, I think he was in like a war and stuff, which it talks about in the song Mama a lot.
Mama, scary
And
song.
Scary song.
So scary.
And then ending with famous last words of him fully passing on. And that's, if you watch the music video for Welcome to the Black Parade, it shows the patient in his bed, and then when he dies, like the curtains fall, and the Black Parade is charging through this kind of parade of, ghosts and ghouls and scary, scary things, and it's awesome.
That's cool.
Do you guys think that where do you think the patient ends up? Did he complete his journey like Dante's Inferno?
Probably hell.
Or do you think he's stuck in hell?
Probably
hell.
Probably
It
hell,
seems
yeah.
like probably hell is actually
probably
true
hell.
because
For-
especially with Mama, like
Yes, yeah. For not accepting Gerard as his Lord and Savior. he died. Yeah,
And then there's even more concepts because they're doing a tour right now called Long Live the Black Parade. And there's so much lore behind even just this tour of the Black Parade as like the band for like a dictator of some kingdom, and they release a bunch of like little videos on Instagram about the lore around it, and it's truly incredible just their dedication to the storylines. And as a fan of My Chemical Romance, you can just tell there's so much passion in that storytelling. I know we talked a little bit about Gerard as a comic book writer and was originally, I think he was a cartoonist and was working for maybe Cartoon Network when he saw 9/11 happening. But you can tell there's so much of that love for storylines in all of the music and tours.
wrote the Umbrella Academy.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Oh, yeah.
And
yeah.
Until
Doom
yesterday.
Patrol for
And-
DC.
Yeah.
he was
He's
working
done a
for
bunch of
Cartoon
other
Network.
ones. I think so, yeah.
Can you imagine if 9/11 hear me out. If 9/11 just didn't happen, he'd probably be making like a funny little show.
He wrote
He'd be
like-
writing Gumball.
Have you guys seen the Into the Spider-Verse movie?
Love
yeah,
it.
yeah.
You know Penny Parker?
Oh, yeah.
He
He
wrote
made-
her that
yeah.
character.
Wow.
And
Really?
her whole storyline. Yeah.
For that
he's-
movie specifically?
No,
Just in
that-
general,
That's
the
that was a
comics?
comic book that he wrote for Marvel.
Whoa.
Was her storyline.
That's sick.
And
His brother does comics too, right, Mikey?
I think so. Yeah.
that's also an MCR. Yeah.
Pretty cool. I have a question for you guys. I mean, as you're hardcore fans of the band, but does all the lore stuff ever feel tiresome? Are you ever like, oh, all this stuff I got to get caught up on? Or are you like, no, this is awesome?
I don't really. This is a hot take. I don't like really pay too much attention to it. I think it's cool, but there is so much and there's so many theories that I just get overwhelmed and I'm like, I like the music. I didn't even know it was a concept album for like 4 years, and then I watched the video and it was like, it's a concept.
But I think that's the beauty of it, right? Because you can have fans on the spectrum of
Yeah.
Jake who doesn't really give a shit and just loves the music, and me, who I'm like,
You're
no,
like, I
that's a
love the little
reference to
thing,
the
yeah.
storyline in this song,
Yeah.
and that's a reference to the storyline here.
You don't have to be into it if you don't want to.
be
but-
And
into it.
Gerard and
like,
Frank
the
are
music
dating.
is good enough.
That's a
The music's
thing.
good enough that you can just love it, or if you're a hardcore fan and you love all the little secrets and you want to know the storylines, you can enjoy it in that way.
Yeah,
Which is a feat.
One thing that really surprised me on that live video is who's the one that's doing the backup vocals?
Oh, Ray.
Ray.
Lots of the time.
Yeah.
Insane backup
Yeah.
vocals.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Like
He's so
maybe
good.
maybe more impressive than Gerard.
Because he's doing the high part at the end of what's that song? I'm not afraid to keep on living.
Yeah,
That
it
one.
sounds
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, it's crazy. And in the Black Parade, what do or die?
Mm-hmm.
He's doing the high parts all the time. Yeah.
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 He's a killer, dude.
Awesome harmony. One of the most memorable harmonies, I think, in that era of rock music is that high harmony in Black Parade.
Yeah.
I wanted to say, so listening to your album Worthless Highs while I was preparing for this episode, I can, like, after knowing you guys are huge fans of MCR, it totally makes sense because I can hear it all over your music, not in like a copying way, but in like the way some of your guitar stuff is written, and in a lot of, like, you do a lot of harmonies, a lot of like
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We
in your-
love
in your
harmonies.
stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought, like, I don't know if this is a crazy thing, but I think one of your most MCR-ish songs is shoot, hang on. What's the opener on Worthless Highs?
A bit too,
Bit too heavy. Yeah, that's actually.
A bit too heavy, and also Mrs. Serendipity.
Yeah.
So
I love
Mrs.
this.
Serendipity, it starts out, I don't know if you've heard it, but it's like this like barbershop harmony thing. It's really really quirky and weird.
You always said it was easy to be free. Mrs. Serendipity had run its course. Bop, shoo-ah-da, bop, bop, shoo-ah-da.
And totally feels like that sort of theatrical element that MCR does in a lot of their stuff.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a cool.
Did you listen to Blood?
No.
It's a MCR song. It's a hidden track, is what it's called, because it's
Hidden.
there's like
hard
I
to
think there's
find
one or
because
two
they
minutes of
hid it.
silence
Yeah.
at the end or at the beginning. So I think it was meant for like if you're playing it on a vinyl, you think that
keeps
it's done,
going, yeah.
but if you leave it for a while, after like 2 minutes of silence, it'll
Oh.
start,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of just like
We're gonna listen
an
to that after.
old timey bop.
I bring
kind
it
of
up-
Like the
Oh,
beginning
I
of
think
the
I
Wait a
did
minute.
hear
Yes.
that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They
It's
did it
yes.
in the concert.
They
play it at
over
the
the
end.
credits.
Played over the credits.
Yeah,
yeah.
I love
Absolutely. So, what is everyone's favorite? Do you have some?
No, you go
I
ahead.
was going to say everyone's favorite songs off of Black Parade.
that. Oh my god.
I mean, so I can go first. I wrote them down. I mean, obviously, teenagers.
Oh, yeah. Can't go
Welcome to the
wrong.
Black Parade. I mean, you can't go wrong with those. But this time, the ones that really jumped out to me, my favorites: Sleep.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
so
I don't love you.
Do you know the story behind Sleep?
No.
So they recorded this whole album. They rented out like a supposedly haunted like house, and they stayed in it. And Gerard would have, I think it was either
Bands love
Gerard or
recording in haunted
Mikey
houses.
had night terrors every single night, and like, it was, and it was really difficult recording the album. And so Sleep was kind of written to be kind of reminiscent of having night terrors or sleep paralysis and the difficulties
Why would
around
they do that?
recording it in that space.
Why do that to yourself?
If your chances of getting haunted went up even like 2%, if
I
you
would,
went into
yeah,
a
no,
building,
not worth it.
you'd just not go. That's what I would think.
I avoid hauntings any chance I get.
I would prefer
if it's
not
an
to be
option.
haunted
Yeah.
by a ghost.
yeah, no, for real.
I don't even believe in ghosts, but like if someone's like, you want to go do a Ouija board in a graveyard,
Nah. Nah.
because
on
I'm
the
not gonna
off
test
chance-
my luck.
On the
like,
off
off
chance
chance it's
that they
real.
are, the ghosties
Yeah.
are real.
if
Ever
I'm
go to
wrong,
a-
that would be really bad.
Everyone knows a person that's like, my friend did a Ouija board and then he fucking died.
What if it's like a homie ghost though? What if it's like a ghost that's
chill
like,
ghost.
yo, dude, like maybe things aren't that bad. Like,
I'd be great with that.
what if it works out? Ghost.
What if it, he's like, hey man, it's cool.
It's all good.
You ever go to a
the Holy
hotel
Ghost.
and they're like, "Do you want your room smoking, non-smoking, haunted, or not haunted?"
Haunted or not? I'll do the not haunted. They're like, that's
I'll take not on it.
that's extra.
So I love that one. I also loved "I Don't Love You" is a really just beautiful song. And then this one, I don't know if this is a controversial take. I love the song "Cancer."
Oh yeah,
I love
yes.
Cancer,
Oh, it's
and I
gorgeous.
love it because it is so
Sad.
It's so sad. It's so nasty. It's just like it's just about this guy who's dying of cancer and gets so like emotional and into the details. It feels almost like perverted in that it's like
So
It's graphic.
on the nose.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a
so
pretty
graphic.
good word for
Yeah, that
My
is
Chemical
good.
Romance too.
Perverted.
and
Yeah.
and it feels like you shouldn't be listening to someone sing about cancer that way, and it's I don't know, and the way he gets so like over the top, melodramatic, descriptive, like I'll never marry. It's so good.
It puts you
yeah.
in that spot.
And then the 21 Pilots did a cover of that song too.
Yeah, yeah.
That's like
we were
blasphemy.
talking about that.
Because
We're like,
that oh my god, fucking, like it's
How
just, it's
dare you?
Because that is such a like the whole point of that damn song is that
And they're
it's
just like-
raw and vulnerable. And they're like, I will
It's like
not
chill lo-fi beats to die of cancer too.
literally. Oh my gosh.
But the piano ballad is part of what makes it for me, is that it's so sparse. But I love that song.
I originally listened to the live album first. The Black Parade is Dead.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that one because it's just piano.
Yeah.
And the first time I heard that song, I didn't even know what they were talking about. I was just kind of letting it play. And I started crying. Like, I didn't know what happened. I just heard it and I cried. And then I listened again. I was like, oh, it makes sense because he's talking about, dying of
dying
cancer.
of cancer.
Yeah.
For me, Famous Last Words.
Same.
Gotta be
That's
it.
my favorite from the album too.
Yeah, just the it's such a triumphant end to the album.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Wasn't
so
that
good.
written, like, very quick?
I don't know actually. I don't know.
That's
the
what I
song.
heard.
The guitar is sick on it too.
And the bridge in that song is what when it just all comes down and it's just like those vocals of the I see you lie over the palm muted guitar. Oh my
So
god.
And
so good.
It could be a tall tale, but I heard that they went out to lunch and Gerard stayed because they just needed that end. And then he wrote that in like 30 minutes to an hour.
Wow.
The I See You Standing Next to Me.
I
Yeah.
feel like there's a lot of cases like that though, with like amazing songs where it's like, yeah, just
on the fly.
on the fly, boom.
Under Pressure by Queen. It's like John Deacon just like popped out the riff.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot
then
of
David
good
Bowie's
songs
like,
are.
I want in on that.
Oh wait, maybe it was Another One Bites the Dust. It was one of the
Oh, that would
one
make
of Queen's
sense.
I think it was
bass
Another One
songs.
Bites
One
the
bites
Dust.
the
I'm
dust,
pretty
yeah.
sure.
But so yeah, you guys said Famous Last Words for your favorite one
what
as
you did.
well.
Oh my gosh. The whole thing is so good. Sleep live version. Or here we go. Disenchanted.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
And I also like the story behind that because who wanted it really bad? Mikey?
I think so.
Or Frank? It was Mikey. And I think he went up to them while they were sleeping. And he, because they didn't want it on the album, and while they were sleeping, he would whisper in their ear, "Disenchanted, disenchanted," and they put it on the album. He
He
literally did-
incepted them into putting it on the
Auto
album.
suggestion.
I guess let's put it in.
They woke up one day. They're like, "You know what song?"
That's
is really
Gerard's night terrors that he was talking about. It's just Mike getting whispering in his ear.
Man, the dude in the top hat with the black figure just shows up.
Yeah,
the shadowy
the
black
hat
figure.
guy
With
over
the,
there.
Disenchanted?
Is that the one where he's kind of singing about like looking at his whole life in reverse and how it didn't end up being like what he thought it would be?
Something to that effect.
There's some line where he's like, "My life is like a bad movie, but the first scene was pretty good."
Oh, it started with an all right scene.
Yeah, start with an
Yeah,
alright scene.
yeah.
Yeah. Great song, man.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
love
They-
for that song.
They're very competent songwriters. You know,
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like every song lasts exactly as long as it should. None of them like
Great
really
point.
overstay their welcome.
Yeah.
They're all like the beats hit where you'd expect them to, but not in like a overplayed, predictable sort of way. It just feels like a very like they're very good craftsmen. You know, if it was like building a solid wooden rocking chair, you'd be like, that's a well built
and
chair.
that's seen
you
in
know?
the songs and just in the albums
Yeah.
because like the Black Parade, it flows from start to
Yeah, it
finish.
does.
Per-
It
and,
does
like,
not
that's a
feel like a
masterclass in an
50-minute album, you
right?
know?
And each song like leads into each other with the feeling and the dynamics in each song, and it all just fits in perfectly, and it's really a feat.
I feel like that's probably a little bit to do with Gerard Way's background as like a storyteller and a comic book
Yeah.
artist,
Oh, yeah.
right? So the
Yeah.
sequencing the album kind of comes naturally to him because he's like, yeah, the beats of this overarching story would fit here, 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 and here. This is where they make the most sense.
Yeah. No, I didn't even think about that.
100%.
yeah. Do you guys think that theater emo is dead?
No, I think
No.
it's better than ever. It's more
I mean,
accessible than
there's
ever.
nothing new that I can think of happening in the world of that kind of theatrical emo space. But My Chemical Romance is working on a actual stage play.
Oh wow.
What?
for Broadway.
Cool.
Because I just think of that
I think
era.
of the Black Parade.
I gotta say
doing
that's a dangerous path to tread when you're a band.
Yeah, it did not
Very
go well for Green
dangerous.
Day.
It didn't go for it didn't go well for you two either.
You two did one?
They did Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark.
Wait,
What?
that was you too? The one that was like
Elton
the
John did it with 1-2 that wasn't, I don't think, super successful.
But if
Whoa.
there's any band that could feasibly pull it off,
I think it would be My Chemical Romance.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they already lean so heavily into those theatrical elements.
We should do a Broadway play, but we should just whatever it's called, production. But we should just do Hamilton.
we have this novel idea. It's like a musical about
This guy.
one of the
About
founding
this
fathers.
guy, about Alexander Hamilton.
Like literally, but we just play them.
That's great.
But you look at like that era, and there's just so much theater emo bangers, back-to-back albums. Like you got "From Under the Cork Tree" by Fall Out
great
Boy.
album.
You got, which if you watch the music videos for that, like what's the one with the vampires, 16 Candles, or
Panic at the Disco.
I was
Panic at the
gonna say
Disco,
Fever You
yeah,
Can't
Fever You
Sweat
Can't
Out.
Sweat Out. That's theater emo 100%
Yeah.
too, and yeah,
That album is crazy, by
it's
the way.
insane.
It's great.
Yeah.
Like you go
Yeah.
through and all the song titles are like 7 words.
All
And
of it
uses
written in a
pretty much the
hotel
same
room.
beats.
Yeah.
Too. Like
The whole
all
time.
of the songs off of Fever You Can't Sweat Out are like.
Yep. And we were talking about this because we covered one of their songs last week. And
Which one did you cover?
Camisado.
Oh, nice.
Camisado, and it probably has nothing to do with the title. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's an album that could be talked about like all on its own, I feel like.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Or even just like Ryan Ross's impact on Panic at the Disco and his songwriting there.
There's
that
no
one-
high hopes.
that whole album, basically what happened was Pete Wentz found Panic at the Disco and he was like, "Hey, I like you guys. I'm going to pay for you to be in a hotel and write this
Really?
album."
I didn't know
They were
that.
in a hotel doing nothing, but like they brought their computers and they wrote the entire album in like a month. They were
What?
doing like
Wow.
18-hour
That's
days in like a hotel room.
Jeez, man.
What do you think the chances are we could get Dallin Weeks on the show?
That'd be
Oh, we
sweet.
could do it,
Probably
Chris.
pretty high.
From Utah.
Yeah.
Right? He's here a bunch.
He's very active in like the Provo scene,
Yeah.
I know. Because he does like one-off shows at Valor a lot.
Yeah.
What a
That'd
guy.
be sick.
Cool dude. It's crazy that he's not related to.
We're all just daydreaming. We're all just a cloud. Like
Dallin Weeks.
we all have a simultaneous daydream about him. He's like on the beach running.
He's for sure not like a cousin of. Dang, what's the name of the lead singer of Panic at the Disco again?
Brendan Urie.
He's not like related to him at all, right? He like looks like him. Like he looks
He does
just
look
like him.
he does look exactly like Brendan Urie. Yeah.
And they're both like Mormon adjacent.
Yeah,
'cause
Yeah.
I think
They were.
Brendan Urie grew up Mormon. I know.
Yeah.
And Dallin, I don't know his story. Oh my God. Oh, what's the band? Dallin Weeks' band from Provo that just.
I don't know how.
IDK how?
No, not
The one
that,
before that?
The one before that.
Everyone is better than
the
me?
Brobecks. The Brobecks.
The
You
Bro,
guys
they're very
listen to the
good. They have a
Brobecks?
Christmas album.
Really?
Yeah, it's really
incredible.
good too.
Let's just listen to
That
it
album
now.
was better than me. I listened through that, and when I listened through the Brobecks, I was like, "This is what Panic at the Disco should sound like."
Should have turned into.
It's just better Panic at the Disco, which is crazy because he's not even a songwriter for Panic.
Yeah.
That 2011 album by Panic though is way good.
Which one is
Vices
that?
and Virtues. It's
Vices and
very
Virtues
similar
is
to My Chemical Romance.
Is
Actually.
that the one? This is gospel.
No, that's
It has like Ever Since We Met and I'll pull it up here.
that's
but
the one that has what is it?
the
Miss
drummer was still in the
Jackson?
band, but everybody else was gone.
yeah,
damn.
it was just Brendan and Spencer.
How
But nothing will beat Pretty Odd if we're talking Panic at the Disco. That's my opinion there.
how do you? Yeah, I agree with that 100%. I was gonna ask, how do you be a band and just be a guy?
Just be a guy.
Yeah.
Good
They're like
question. Yeah.
my band.
You kick everybody
Me?
else out.
Panic at the Disco. It's like, no, you're not. Especially because he wasn't even original. Anyway, we're talking My Chemical Romance today.
But good points have been made.
Here's what I want to talk about. Do you guys watching that video? Do you feel like Gerard Way like is a little bit mentally unhinged? Like I feel like you can't make the faces that he makes, like his eyes crazy and like looking like he's gonna kill people.
There's a part when he's
without
on
the character.
stage when he
Yeah.
like puts his whole hand inside of his mouth. If you know what I'm talking about, he like licks it. He goes like, and like
He's
rubs
nuts.
it down his chest.
Yeah, he's crazy.
And he does like the duck dance.
Yeah.
I like that part.
I've never seen somebody so convincingly portray like insane. I think on stage.
Yeah, he's very
Maybe
into
Ozzy,
it.
but
Oh,
Ozzy
yeah.
it was insane.
He wasn't.
Ozzy was just
I don't know
so
if he was
high.
crazy. I think he was just, no offense, but like extremely dumb.
Ozzy.
Ozzy. I watched a video the other day of Ozzy.
I love Ozzy
and
Osbourne
he just
so
has
much.
a bucket of water. Have you seen this video? And he's just looking at the crowd like crazy. He dumps a bucket of water, and then he runs over and he grabs another bucket of water and he dumps that on the crowd. And, he goes, ah! And I'm like, I don't think he knows where he is.
Well, they used to throw. It was a thing at either just Ozzy shows. I think it was early Ozzy. They would just throw like meat onto the fans, and then it was encouraged to bring
Sick.
dead animals and chuck them on stage, and that's where the bat
That's
thing
where it
came
led to
from.
the bat.
He claims he thought it was a rubber bat.
Yeah, right.
But after you have
That
the
was how
context-
COVID really started.
Yeah, Ozzy, and then
Ozzy
he kissed
concert.
Sharon. That's terrible.
I love Ozzy Osbourne, but yeah, sometimes you watch interviews with him and you're like, this something. It's not.
He did a ton of
I don't
drugs,
know if it was the
dude.
drug,
Oh, yeah.
but he's like
Lots
not all
of
the way
drugs.
there.
And
know,
I think it's bizarre. The like celebrities, people are like, "Oh, they did so many drugs, but they're fine," and it's like, no, they're not. Like,
think that's
why is
true
that?
at all.
Why do people say that? They're like, "Oh, but like he's looking good for doing all that crack," and it's
Yeah.
like, well,
No, he's got
better if he
4
did it.
times the wrinkle for a normal human his age.
you're missing the. He met with his doctor when he was like 50, and he's like, you have to
Save me.
stop immediately. Or, yeah.
Yeah, they have some special serum. Who knows? What are you looking at?
Yeah, what are you looking at?
I was just looking at my notes.
This is
Something
Joey's,
I love
notebook.
about My Chemical Romance, talking about how they like timed each song and album perfectly. Another thing I really respect about the band is after the Black Parade, there was, I think, Gerard, they were on tour or something, and they were like, this is all we have to say for now. And they took, I think, a 6 or 7 year hiatus. God damn it, Jake.
Hey,
you
what?
Crazy.
brain rotted. But and they didn't try to overstay their welcome. And it was after Danger Days, not Black Parade.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
when they didn't have anything else to say, they could have
didn't.
kept making albums and making a bunch of money, but they just were like, that's all for now. And then they returned, and you can tell that with this reunion tour, their hearts are in it again. And they really care about it. And I feel like too many bands just
milk a dead
milk
horse.
it until you're getting high hopes on the radio.
Oh,
Panic. Speaking of Panic, at
Yeah.
the Disco.
Yeah.
No,
I
that's a good
think it's
point.
so interesting that for a band as big as My Chem, with as many fans as they have, and crowds like they had at that Mexico show, insane, huge band, right? 4 albums over, they've been around for like 25 years. 4 albums. That's crazy.
Love that though.
Great album.
Yeah,
That's the
4
thing.
really good albums.
Really good
It's-
albums.
For me, it's the same with Guns N' Roses, where it's like they didn't do that much, album wise, because I'm sure it's because Axl was so like, we can't release this, it needs to be perfect, blah blah blah. But that's why they're great, Same with MCR. It's like I like the point you made that they just they were done when they were done. I like when a band does that. I think most good bands quit for an extended period of time.
Yeah.
And then once they need some money, they do the
They're
reunion
like,
tour.
okay.
Okay, my wife's divorcing me and taking everything. That's like all of them, actually.
Yeah, that is a lot of them, yeah. But I think that the one thing that I've noticed about just musicians in general, and very specifically like Gerard and Mikey, is they seem like very free individuals. Like you don't just like go from comic book writing to music writing unless you're like doing exactly what you want
want.
in life. And I respect that. You know what I mean?
And being so successful at it too, like not giving a shit what people think, just head
They're
first
just
going.
doing what they love. I mean, if you went to someone and said, "Oh, like, what's the correlation between being a comic book writer and playing, sold out rock and roll show in Mexico? Like, how do you get from point A to point B?" It doesn't really make sense. But when they just have their passion in it, it really shows you can do whatever the hell you want,
literally, and whenever you want.
and whenever you want. You just have to care about it and work for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's respectable. It's very, very respectable just going for it. Yeah, we just did fist fist bump.
We just fist bumped.
I just got so psyched about that. I just did a quadruple backflip.
Dude! Okay, you guys saw that too, right?
I saw that,
He was in the
yeah, I
corner.
So, is there anything else we want to talk about with MCR?
I love them. Ferrard.
Ferrard is real.
Hashtag Ferrard is real.
Every time we used to post about that, every time I would post about that, people would be like, "Fuck yeah!"
The fans are in it,
And also-
they are so dedicated.
Speaking of Ferrard, Gerard, Jake, and Gerard, me, Jake. He is beautiful. And-
Gerard is real too.
Yeah, well,
Jake Gerard.
Jake and Gerard.
it's always been one of these things where I'm like, I think I'm straight. Okay,
Yeah. But then you look at Gerard Way.
like
at
he's
Gerard
beautiful.
Way.
Like it's okay. Like he's beautiful to me. You know.
I feel like he should have been like another side quest of his could have been actor. I feel like he would have been
Oh,
a really
yeah.
great
he
actor.
would have been a good
Oh,
character
yes.
actor.
Great.
You know, like Sturgill Simpson will show up in TV shows and movies
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like he would have been a good guy who shows up and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he would
Definitely.
because he plays the shit out of his parts in the music videos.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
he's
Oh,
in
yeah.
that.
And live. I mean, I'm convinced
true,
the
yeah.
characters he's playing live, it's like I'm convinced, you
It's an
know.
electric performance, not even just the vocal performance, just his personality.
He feels it and he
portrays.
means it. It's because the label didn't say, "Hey, make a song that sounds like this and do this and this." They wrote it and they felt it. You know, I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sick.
If we're ready to progress a little bit, I'd love to
Progress
talk about
away, Joe.
this band that we're interviewing right
In
now.
front of us.
Homestyle
Munin
Dinner Rolls.
fellas.
That's it.
In front of us.
Okay, so Munin, tell me
Yeah, what questions do you guys have for us, basically?
that song "Wah Wah,"
Little Wussy Boy.
Little Wussy Boy.
Yeah.
Is it safe for children to listen to?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
What's
Yeah,
it about?
there is a correlation between children crying more after hearing the song.
You guys put
Yeah.
like hidden messages like
Yeah.
Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
With that
There's
whole thing
binaural
there
beats in the
about,
song.
If you play it backwards, it's like, "I am Satan."
Don't listen
Hail
to your
Satan. Don't
It's
listen
a
to your
frequency
mom.
that only little kids can hear. Yeah.
Do not listen to your mom.
Do not listen to your mom.
Don't listen to
Buy
her.
cigarettes.
Be really bad.
Only
Buy
listen to your
Marlboro
dad.
cigarettes.
Take your dad's side and everything, so your mom's always really mad at you.
Throw your food on the ground from your high chair.
Take your mom's credit card and buy V-Bucks.
Email it to me. Signed up for Google Plus. Do you remember Google Plus?
Google Plus. What was Google Plus?
That was like
Like
Google's
Facebook?
Facebook. Yeah.
Oh, I do remember that.
And
They
you
tried
had
that
to
for a
have it.
while.
You had to have it.
If you had like a
Yeah.
Gmail account, it would automatically
It's
sign
like
you
when
up.
you got the iPhone and there was already U2 on it, just to
Yeah.
throw another
What the
jab at U2.
Yeah, we're not big U2 heads.
You guys don't like U2?
Honestly, the
No.
first time I heard of U2 was I got an iPod and
The Songs of
and I
Innocence.
was trying to
Yeah.
listen to. I forgot. I think I was trying to listen.
The
to
album's not
something.
terrible,
I'm not a
But
U2 head
I was
either,
like, I
Joe.
don't care about this. And then ever since then, I was like, those corporate greedy motherfuckers. Like, I hate them.
They're so rich, though.
Here's what I'll
I think
say.
they're the richest band.
They're so rich, though.
They're so rich.
I'm a lifelong U2 skeptic who's
What?
I'm a lifelong U2 skeptic.
I thought you said scab.
I heard Scabadick.
I was like, is that what they call their fans? Or
Sorry. Scabba what?
I'm a lifelong YouTube skeptic.
Is that a verb? Scab a dick? Scab.
Thanks for listening to part 1 of our interview with Homestyle Dinner Rolls. You can catch part 2 next week, and I'll play us out with one of their songs, Honey Almond Blues, off their album, Worthless Highs. Go check it out now.